Hi, folks. Happy to have you with me on my very first episode of The Doc is In. My name is Doc J. I'm happy to be here with you. Um, I want to talk to you a little bit about who I am and what I'm hoping to do here with this. Um, and forgive me if I say like a million times. It happens. I'm human. So, I am a therapist. I'm a clinician. I'm a social worker as well. I am actually getting a doctorate. I finish in May. Whoop, whoop. Go Trojans. I'll be finishing in May, and I am super excited. But the main reason why I went into social work and specifically focusing on mental health and clinical social work was because I saw a lot of people who were in pain and who had a need, and I saw a need that was just rarely, if ever, being met by conventional standards or by what was going on in the world and in the fields of health and mental health. Um, I do work psychiatric inpatient as well as working at a general hospital. So I have a pretty wide swath of clinical experience. In addition to working in an inpatient psychiatric hospital, I've also worked inpatient substance use treatment. I've worked in a prison. I've worked for community organizations like Catholic Charities. I've also been with the local LGBTQ center, working with adults and teens. It's been really cool, and my experience so far in social work and in clinical social work specifically has been very far-reaching, and I'm really happy for all of the opportunities that I've been given so far. Um, a lot of my personal motivation as far as becoming a clinician came from seeing men, and especially African American men, but more specifically the men in my life, do things and have maladaptive coping skills. I hear all the time things like, "Oh, they're a functional alcoholic." I'm sorry, that's a lie. You can stop saying that. There is no such thing as a functional alcoholic. If you're drinking for a reason. You'll hear me say this, I'm sure, over the course of these videos that, nobody wakes up in the morning and says to themselves, "You know what I want to be today? I want to be a crackhead." Yeah, that's definitely it. That's the biz right there. Nobody does that. And because of it, um, we are fooling ourselves if we think that somebody can be a functional anything when it comes to substances. But before, we pick up our finger of self righteousness, addictions come in many forms. It can be sex, food, a person, any number of things can be addiction. And I just want to make sure that I talk about things, and I want to be talking about a lot of personal things that have taken place in my life. And I'm kind of using my life, hopefully, as a springboard to open up discussion about other things. And I know that when you post things online, you're going to get some negative feedback, and you're going to get people who are keyboard cowboys who want to just, say mean stuff just because that's who they are and they're miserable in their lives. And so they want to try and spread the misery around. It's cool. No big. I'm a therapist. I've heard worse, and I've worked with psychotics. So, whatevs. So, that's pretty much who I am. I'm literally just a therapist who wanted to create a channel for people like myself who had real people's problems and had real issues, but maybe throughout the time that you were dealing with them, maybe you felt alone. Maybe you felt like you were the only person in the world who dealt with this problem. Well, I'm here to tell you you're not, and hopefully I can give you some tips and some tricks and some hints as to how to get around it. All of the videos, I'm doing 30 days of them, in the spirit of Iyanla. I'm doing my work. Big ups to Iyanla. Uh, I'm doing my work, and I'm making sure that I'm being as transparent as possible. Um, there's a blessing in a freedom in telling your truth in your own way. I encourage anyone out there who's had any type of trauma, whatever it is, tell your story. Don't let anybody else tell it for you. They weren't there. They don't know what's going on with you. Tell your own story. I hope over the course of these videos, um, I get an opportunity to really share with you guys. Big warning to my family. Yeah, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, some of which you didn't know, but I'm going to make sure that you know before I put it out there. I'll try anyway. So, I just want to say, again, thank you for taking this journey with me. Um, I hope it's going to be as productive for you as it is for me. This is catharsis for me, but it's also a means to help others. Hopefully, I can touch someone's life out there, and if I can make one person make a better decision for tomorrow, then it's all been worth it. Um, I don't care about being judged. I don't care about being criticized. It happens. You learn to be strong in this life. So this is going to conclude the first episode, if you will. I'm titling this one probably like "I Am Me" or something, so that way you'll know it. Um, that being said, like, share, subscribe. Please watch out for the next episodes. Please watch them. Stay involved. Feel free to write me. In the credits, you'll see all of my social media. So, like, share, subscribe. Follow me on stuff. Let me know how you're doing. If I can answer a question for you, let me know. I'm not doing a hardcore therapy session. We are going to get to the point where we do some live streams on Facebook and I answer questions there as well. And that's the goal. I just want to be sure that people who may need certain things answered or people who may want some mental health advice can get it, even if you don't have the means maybe to go see a therapist or a psychologist or a psychiatrist. The biggest thing I want everyone to take away from this, though, is this is not a substitute for full out mental health treatment. Please, 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 if you are in a situation that is dire, please reach out for help. There's the National Suicide Helpline, 1-800-273 8255. Crazy that I know that offhand, right? Or if all else fails, call 911. There's no shame in getting help that you need. So, with that being said, that'll be the end of this first episode. I encourage everybody, love yourself and love somebody else because we'll all be better for it. All right. Thanks, guys.